But anyway, thank you very much to the Media Institute, and thank you, Patrick, again, for the honor to address you today, especially so early in this new administration. Although I've only been on the job for 3 months, have mercy, it is a very exciting time at NTIA, and I am actually enjoying it very much, thank you. Like many other agencies of the federal government, these first 100+ days for NTIA have been anything and everything but dull. The agency's responsibilities have never been greater. Our workdays are extremely full, and we are proud of the contributions that NTIA is making to help implement the President's agenda on behalf of the American people. After all, this is the President who believes in the transformative power of information and communications technologies and their ability to help us meet the many challenges we currently face. The administration also recognizes that by enabling our citizens to engage in the full and free flow of information and ideas, these technologies have the potential to strengthen our democracy and to improve the quality of life for all our citizens. NTIA was prepared from day one to do our part to help turn our economy back toward growth and to restore our position as the world's innovation and technology leader. As we pursue these ambitious goals, we will also take steps necessary to ensure that both traditional and new communications pathways are accessible to the American people and reflective of the diversity of this nation. How do we do that? Well, from our vantage within the Commerce Department, NTIA serves as the principal advisor to the President on communications and information policy. Our responsibilities also include participating in bilateral and multilateral negotiations on international issues and coordinating the federal government's use of our radio spectrum. NTIA also administers programs that support the development of infrastructure and public telecommunications facilities and performs state-of-the-art research at our Institute for Telecommunications Sciences in Boulder, Colorado. We are very fortunate to have the exceptional leadership of Secretary Gary Locke at the helm of the Commerce Department. Secretary Locke has been fully engaged of the work of NTIA and has been very supportive of our mission. We also look forward to the confirmation of our Assistant Secretary. Hopefully, it will move very quickly in the near future. Now, perhaps our top priority for the last few months, I'm sure everyone is aware of this, concerns the evolution of one of our most popular media platforms. That is, of course, the transition of broadcast television from analog to digital technology. Through the TV Converter Box coupon program, our role is to defray the cost of digital to analog converter boxes for households with analog television sets that continue to rely on over-the-air reception. Eligible households can receive up to 2 $40 coupons towards the purchase of these converter boxes. In addition, we are actively engaged in educating consumers about the new DTV transition date of June 12, 2009, and about their options to prepare, and finally, about the very benefits that digital television brings to them. As all of you in this room, I hope know, the benefits of DTV go far beyond the improved picture quality and sound quality and the new programming choices that TV viewers will enjoy, or actually currently enjoy. The return of analog spectrum at the end of the transition will provide many other benefits to our society. Among other things, we can turn some of that spectrum over to public safety. These first responders are the folks upon whom our nation relies in times of crisis. Spectrum also will be deployed for commercial wireless services, where entrepreneurs and technical wizards in this private sector can combine to produce new products and applications for consumers and bring about economic growth in the process. So implementation of the DTV transition and making the 700 megahertz spectrum band available for all these new uses are foremost on our agenda. And we're very close to the end. Much later, as late as the 1960s, the word pregnant was never uttered in television. And even today, there are some in the telecom community who seem to consider the word interconnection to be the greatest obscenity of them all. All kidding aside, as these issues unfold and continue to be debated over the years, not only do societal norms change, but technology changes as well. Government regulation of broadcasters has long been justified on the basis of spectrum scarcity. And yet, in the recent Supreme Court decision, the Fox decision, another form of technology caught the attention of the court, and that was the availability of technology to bleep our indecent speech. Technology can also be a tool for parents. 3.5 years ago, as a senator from Illinois, the president offered an approach that continues to resonate. Well, then senator offered a choice that continues to resonate. He called for giving parents and other consumers the tools and information necessary to make their own informed choices about the content that comes into their homes, including the technological means to control access to the internet. In that vein, NTIA will kick off in the next several weeks the Online Safety and Technology Working Group. Mandated by the Protecting Children in the 21st Century Act, which became law last October, the working group is charged with, among other things, the review and evaluation of the status of industry efforts to promote online safety through educational efforts, parental control technology, blocking and filtering software, age-appropriate labels for content, and other technologies to promote a safe online environment for children. And the development of technologies to help parents shield their children from inappropriate materials on the internet. On April 28th, NTIA announced the more than 24 private sector and child and family advocacy leaders who will serve as members of the working group, along with representatives of the Department of Justice, the Federal Trade Commission, the FCC, and the Department of Education. Nimanshu Nigam, I hope I said that right, of MySpace Fox Interactive Media, and Ann Collier of Net Family News, Inc., and ConnectSafety.org will serve as co-chairs of the working group. Now, within 1 year after their meeting, the working group will submit a report to NTIA and to the appropriate congressional committees with findings and recommendations to promote online safety for children through education, labeling, and parental control technology. Government's role is not to be the overbearing censor here, but it certainly can play a role in helping parents decide what content is suitable for their children. On a different subject, then Senator Obama advocated a similar approach 2 years ago, calling for the establishment of an independent panel on diversity in media ownership. The administration believes that providing opportunities for minority and women-owned businesses to own radio and television stations is fundamental to creating a diverse media environment that the country deserves and demands. There should be little doubt that minority-owned and operated newspapers and radio stations play a critical role in ethnic communities and bring minority issues to the forefront of our national discussion. I congratulate the FCC for its action earlier this week to obtain more accurate, reliable, and comprehensive data on minority and women-owned broadcast stations. This is a critical step in gaining a better understanding of the current state of ownership of broadcast stations by minorities and women. And it will significantly aid in furthering long-standing policy goals to promote diversity in the ownership of broadcast stations. I also want to commend FCC Chairman Copps for convening the Advisory Committee on Diversity and Communications in the Digital Age earlier today. Along with the FCC, we look forward to the development of recommendations by the Advisory Committee on policies and practices to enhance the ability of minorities and women to participate in telecommunications and related industries. NTIA has established a long time ago, the Minority Telecommunications Development Program to develop program and policies to increase minority ownership of broadcast and telecommunications businesses. We plan to revitalize the Minority Telecommunications Development Program as the administration forges ahead on these issues. With that, let me conclude my remarks by again thanking the Media Institute for this opportunity to address you today. We look forward to working with you on all of these and other important policy issues in the coming months ahead. Thank you.